ADUs are allowed throughout the city, and committee members heard briefings on gun violence. Here's what happened this week on The Gavel, your weekly Denver City Council wrap-up. Accessory dwelling units can now be built without a rezoning. On Monday, City Council unanimously approved an ordinance allowing ADUs in all residentially zoned areas in the city. This means a shorter time between design and construction, saving homeowners money in the process. Denver is following the state's lead by allowing ADUs where single-unit homes are allowed and brings the city in sync with state laws. This change could help the city with the housing crisis by increasing the housing supply.
Accessory dwelling units will not, as one of our speakers said, solve our housing crisis. But it's an important first step. I think looking at the next step of making sure that folks throughout the city who may not have the financial wherewithal to build an ADU but want to be a part of that process, looking citywide in the next step to see if we can make sure we subsidize some of these accessory dwelling units.
The Denver Police Department is working on strategies to prevent gun violence in the city. DPD wants a safer Denver by focusing on 3 strategies: Hot Streets, Gun Violence Awareness and Intervention Network, and Place Network investigations. Hot Streets looks at places with spikes in violence and increases patrols every 2 hours with 10 to 15 minutes of high visibility patrols on the streets. These places saw an 85% decrease in incidents after the patrol period. The Gun Violence Awareness and Intervention Network, or GAIN, looks to deliver high-quality services to community members. They work with local nonprofits to identify individuals who have been identified as high risk of violence and provide intervention services instead of working in the legal system. Place Network Investigations is a strategy that targets specific areas of historic gun violence. DPD and city agencies work together to install new lighting and security cameras, work on cleanups in public spaces and apartments, and work on community connections. Reports are finding decreased shootings in almost all areas this program worked in. Denver police also want to patrol more in non-emergency situations to build trust in the community.
Goal through trust patrols is to provide a visible presence that can be requested by people who want officers to offer them crime prevention tips, and there isn't the expectation that the officers are there to solve a problem, to enforce a crime. Just could they have like a lower level of interaction with the public without the fear of taking a police action.
You can find links to City Council meetings, schedules, agendas, events, and news at denvergov.org/City Council. Denver City Council meets every Monday at 3:30 at the City and County Building Council Chambers, or tune in live on Denver 8 or Zoom. Be sure to follow us on X, Facebook, and YouTube for Denver news, events, and information.